Alright, so here we go. This is the kind of restarting from the top, but whatever. So, coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, we have Phoenix Rising Jade. That was not quite as far as I wanted to go. We do have them moving in. I absolutely love Boomer's little mount here. This is just the best. I'm going to zoom in on it. Just look at that majestic creature. It's amazing. Boomer is playing the Zul'jin. We do have Dagny coming in on Imperius. Lumpico is playing that there Zul, the Master of Death. Boshing back here on the Uther, almost being blocked by Miss Windup-Bird. I still got to announce him, though. Miss Windup-Bird is going to be playing the Old Man Deckard Cade. I realize I'm repeating some things. I don't even care. On the side of Counterpick Stupid, coming in on the red side or the orange side, if you are nice to colorblind people like I am. We have Wits In skating around on that Lucio. Madathi is playing the Yrel. LXT Rex on that May. Evolved back here on the Vala. And then Caledorn is on the Jaina, moving kind of far forward to get caught by the Imperius and got snapped out very, very quickly. There's a flashback from Madathi going in. It's kind of isolated, but didn't actually get a whole lot of stuff done. Do not need to be looking at Lucio. As cool as Lucio's image is, Witchin takes a good bit of damage. Just go ahead and boost on out of there. Meanwhile, down below, we do have the battle between the Angel and the Goat. Goat goes ahead and blasts the Angel back. This is why if you ever work on a farm, you milk the cows, you do not milk the goats. Milking the goat causes very, very bad things to happen, kind of like that. Back up here at the top, we do go have a Lumpico running around. Sound Blast coming out of Lucio. Side question, actually. How come Silence does not prevent Lucio from healing? His healing is literally sound-based? These are the questions I have. Man, Yrel trying to come up here and make a play, but, like, so far separate from everyone else. There's Wits In, kind of bouncing back and forth, trying to get stuff done. I can zoom out just a little bit. Just a little bit. LXT Rex got a little bit far forward, but the blind... I do have to say LXT Rex is going to be very, very, very effective coming up against that there May. That there May. You know what? I actually have thought every once in a while I should do an entire cast in my Oklahoman accent. Just because it would be hilarious, and it probably wouldn't be hilarious, but I'd enjoy it. And that basically makes it hilarious. To go ahead and have Caledorn securing out here. We are about halfway through level 3, actually a little bit less than that. There is a Dorito landing on LXT Rex, and LXT Rex goes out there, but the Bone Prison locks them down, and we have a second kill going on the side of Phoenix Rising Emerald. Jade, different green color, my apologies. This is the problem when your org has so many teams that you actually, like, your whole thing is Phoenix Rising and then green gemstone, and then it's like, oh wait, I got the wrong green gemstone. You have so many gemstones you have to repeat colors almost. Okay, cat, I can't see. I do have to say, Yrel keeps coming up here trying to make plays, and that is causing an experience advantage to slowly go over to the side of Jade. And also, Yrel almost made plays to their death, actually did make plays to their death. Uther comes in and goes in and gets that amazing stun. LXT is a little bit far out, does go ahead and go back, but not far enough. Zul'jin goes ahead and snipes out that kill. We are up to 4 kills to 0 in favor of Phoenix Rising Jade. Looking at our level 1 talents, we are up to 28 out of 60 on Wave of Light. No one else took questing talents, other than, obviously, You Want Axe, which is automatic for Zul'jin, and similarly Frostbite, which is automatic for Jaina. I do have to say, Jade has been doing a great job actually staying out of the Jaina range, only up to 1,800 out of 150. That made sense. That's a good way to say numbers. Coming through here, we do have Caledorn and Wits In, clearing out this camp, while the opposing camp. That needs to be a little bit careful. Yep, okay, to go ahead and back out before we actually had the tower start firing. Here comes everyone else moving through the middle. I'm happy to say my game is not locked up yet, which is always a plus. And we have the Jade Webweavers Descending, which are weirdly blue. I kind of wish I could actually change the colors of the teams in order to actually have the Jade Webweavers be Jade. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I could just say in the replay, make this the green team? Blizzard, make it happen? So with that being said, we do go ahead and have the Web Weaver coming in on top. It does look like Dagny is moving up in order to help with that. A lot of attention is being paid to the bottom lane right now. We do have the other 4 members of Phoenix Rising Jade just pushing this in here. This is not the win lane. Usually you do see more attention paid to the top. So actually, as I say that, apparently my voice has gone back in time and they have heard me because they are owl rotating up north. You have to be very, very responsible when you have power like mine. So it does look like all the Web Weavers are cleaned up except for the top one. Here comes, is it Madathi? I keep saying Madathi, but I don't actually know if that's correct. And I really should, considering I'm kind of a CCS caster. So I should probably know the members of the team on the CCS 1. I never claimed to be a good CCS caster. Alex T-Rex does go and get rooted by that Decker Dorito. Does go ahead and scoot out. Dagny tries to go in with the spear. T-Rex is being very, very bold. T-Rex? Okay, I'm actually having heart palpitations because of this May. I just want to throw that out there. Holy crap. This is not okay. This is concern. Hello, Mulbit. Mulbit, you're actually here in time. My computer's been having a fit. I really, really need to get my good computer fixed. I've been saying that for weeks. I also keep not getting the money I need to fix it. That is not a request for bits. Please don't give me bits. The money is coming. DreamHack is just slow. Alright, we do go ahead and have a blinded Uther. Jaina coming in from the side. Are we going to have a counter kill coming in on the side of CCS? The answer for right now seems to be no. Are up to 14 stacks if you want axe. Hello, Bankai. Fix what? Is there actually something else wrong? Please tell me there's nothing else wrong. I actually just fixed it. I was But would you go ahead and have LST-Rex moving through the top? Actually, the entire team is moving through the top. It does look like there's another turn-in being attempted, and Blue Web Weavers are once again coming back in. I was about to go ahead and see how many needed for turn-in real quick in order to prove my ability and my proficiency with math, but I can't now, because the answer is 0. 0 are needed for turn-in. I actually just realized I still have the delay on, which is completely unnecessary whenever you're doing a replay cast. Whoopsie. Alright, we do have everyone coming through. Boomer's going ahead and knocking all this stuff down. There's Lopko. Lopko taking a lot of damage from this. Evolve's looking for that kill, not going to be able to get it. At least not yet. T-Rex doesn't go to get put to sleep by the old man Deckard Cade. And the follow-up stun coming from that Uther. And then, oh my, what actually hit them? Can I do a recap? Because all of a sudden, like, May still had about half of her health and was kind of in a bad position. And the health just evaporated. It almost looked like a cursed bullet, except Greymane is in the game. Greymane, stop not being in the... Stop killing people when you're not in the game. That's cheating. Bankai is actually really, really, really good at, or maybe just telling me to fix the computer myself. Believe me, I would if I could. I tried. I think I made it worse. As much as you can make an unworking computer worse, and it doesn't work. Alright, we do go ahead and have the spiders cleared up once again. We do have all 3 of the outer fortifications going down on the side of, can't connect, nope, can't, counterpick stupid. Oh, it's Poison Nova? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that actually makes a huge amount of sense. I didn't think of it for some reason, because I'm super smart. We do have all the ultimates currently up for Counterpick Stupid. I actually have 3 of them down, although they'll all be up very, very soon on the side of Phoenix Rising Jade. And it does look like we're finally going to get a turn-in from the spiders, although I don't know, there are people starting to move in. But not in time, the spiders are descending. It does look like a decision has been made to push out the top lane, get all the Web Weavers as far forward as they can. Their lanes are kind of pushed in because they just had to defend against double Web Weaver phases. Alright, Dagny going back and forth. All the Web Weavers pushed about halfway in. LXT-Rex is leading the way. They're looking for something. There's a little bit of a sneaky bush action going on right here. Bashy and Lopko, what are you guys doing in the bush? Looks like they're doing nothing in the bush. As soon as I said that, they ran away. There is a great ice wall, but unfortunately Lucio does actually get taken down right before the ice wall. There was 3 people stuck in it. There is another Poison Nova. Keldorn ended up catching 2 orbs and is just about on the verge of death. Actually, no, just about dead. Actually on the verge of death. There's no just about that one. So those moments where you need Diva, whenever I'm on Diva and I see someone go in, I just go ahead and put the Zool inside the Diva wave and be like, hey, guess what? Your big, scary ult, just half damage. Get effed. Alright, we do have a kill on Zool. They were mad at this Zool, and I do not blame them. I actually completely missed the fact that Zool was even there. I'm like, what are they attacking? Oh, okay, bye, Zool. Nice to see ya. So, they do almost have enough for another turn. They have 49 gems out of 55. That is 6 gems left for those of you that are, have fun with math. It does look like are they coming up for this Imperius? The answer seems to be no. Are you Hearthing? You are? He actually went up! Did you guys see that? That was awesome! Okay, I don't mean to pick on Dagny, but that was really cool. Check this out. Just for a second. Okay, this is a bit farther back than I thought it was. But you actually see him go up in the air and then get pulled back down as the hearth gets interrupted. It's amazing. Oh, down. Alright, with that we do go ahead and have 1 person down. We did get a pick off on the Lucio. I was being a very, very bad caster and paying attention to that. I actually thought once you went up you were safe, but that's obviously not the case. Boomer comes up here. Boomer's going to 1v1. No, he's not, you coward. Alright, here's everyone else coming through. Dagny moving in. Everyone is up on both teams, but it does look like that Phoenix Rising Jade is not going to be able to get this taken care of. Here comes another thing of Web Weavers, but the top lane is going to be counter-pushed by the boss while this is going on. So it does look like the play right now is that Phoenix Rising Jade is going to move into the middle of the map. They're going to go ahead and clear out these Web Weavers and just kind of let the boss delay top lane. They're not going to try and push with the boss. They're not going to try and get maximum damage. They're going to try and minimize their opponent's Web Weaver phase. And they're going to do a good job. The middle Web Weaver is already down. The bottom one is still relatively healthy, and now they have to make a decision. Do they go up and oppose? It does look like they are moving up towards the top. T-Rex does see them coming, goes ahead and skateboards right out of there. There is a ice wall, does go ahead and catch the Zool Jin. And surprisingly, we do have, I guess it's not surprising, Category is down 2 levels and down a talent tier, so they don't actually want to fight, so they do kind of just give up their Web Weaver and start moving down towards the bottom of the map. But the top Web Weaver is cleaned very, very quickly, and they can't really get value down there, unfortunately. Oh, now this is cheeky. Are they actually moving up and being like, okay, well, you can clear the bottom Web Weaver. We're going to come up and finish the work that it started? That looks like exactly the play. They're like, we don't need the Web Weaver. We can be our own Web Weaver. T-Rex does go in and harass Wind-Up Bird a bit, but here comes everyone else. Whole freaking family showed up, say, hey, don't attack our Wind-Up Bird. Here we all come. There is a double stun coming out of the Vala. Say, well, listen, catches 3 people. There is the Poison Nova. Keldorn is being poisoned to death. Bye-bye, Jaina. Bye-bye, Jaina. Do go ahead and have a spear on LXT-Rex. LXT-Rex is kind of in the middle. Does get Dorito to death. That would be interesting. I'm not sure, Wind-Up Bird. It's possible. You have everyone moving down. They are down their tank and their area DPS. Boomer is relatively safe to do this because Vala does not quite have the range to be able to hit him back there. So just a lot of damage being done. They are down to 4 seconds before Jaina comes back. And keep in mind that nearly all of the ults on the side of Can't Get Stupid are available. Balthi jumps in, but is not able to isolate anyone. There is the Rain of Vengeance going ahead and stunning Lompico, and here's a retreat coming out of Phoenix Rising. Ice Wall does just barely miss Boomer. Boomer does get dismounted by May. Alex T-Rex is hot on their trail, wants to engage, and then does not want to engage anymore. I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Run away! That's what Alex T-Rex sounds like. Actually, no. I've listened to him. He has a wonderful voice. So people are moving through. Now, they are back on an even talent tier at this point. But obviously there is still a 2-level advantage. That means that the blue team has 8% more health and their abilities do 8% more damage, generally speaking. And speaking of 8% more damage, here comes everything. We have Jaina being taken out. We have just a lot. The Dorito comes down. May is unable to move. Slightly early on the axes. That does actually allow May to get out of there. But May is one of 2 survivors. And this is going to trigger aggression coming in on the side of Phoenix Rising Jade as they start to move forward. Alright, we do go and have damage being done to the core. Core is falling very, very, very quickly. They almost have Yrel. Yrel is now back up. There is an ice wall. It does go ahead and catches the unkillable Zul'jin. Zul'jin is frozen. They're trying to stop this damage as best they can. Bashing does go down. Uther is a ghost, but Ghost Uther is the best ghost in the game. There's a stun coming out of the Imperius, catching 2 people. They're on top of Boomer. The Boomer is no longer unkillable. They want this kill. They want to stop this damage. They want to stop the bleeding. Keldron falling back. We do go ahead and have a big, big lot of damage going on to Dagny, but Dagny is not the one doing this damage. The Boomer is. Boomer got to the back line, and we do have the core falling. Game 1 does go over to the side of Phoenix Rising Jade. Wow. At times like that, I remember I know how to speak, and I'm very good at it. Oh, I guess I can't wait to go to the in-game screen. Looking at things, we do go ahead and have, in terms of the healing, because I always start with healing, because I want healers to like me. We do have Miss Windup-Bird leading the healing race, coming in with 48,000 healing. Wits End coming in with 28,000, closely matched by Uther, who's also 28,000. Obviously, I always say this, that does not mean Wits End is a bad healer. Different healers kind of do different raw amounts of healing. Lucio can get a lot of numbers, but also you take him a lot because the big reason you take him is because of that shield he can give people. So, looking at hero damage, we do have Evolved leading the way with 37,000, slightly sliding, beating out Boomer with 36,000, and Zul, surprisingly enough, actually outdamaging the Jaina. Zul is not really known for his damage, except in that little burst bit of teamfight, but we did see him get a lot of value there. So, I understand, I'm just surprised. And in that ever-important off later, we do have 13,000 all between Dagny and Lompico. Congratulations, well done. Golf clap, and yay. Looking at those talents, if you want to copy them, if you want to criticize them, if you want to love them, if you want to hate them. Looking at the characters I actually know, there aren't any. Imperius does go ahead and go with Consuming Flames. That is kind of his, if I need to double soak, I need to take this talent. Sovereign Armor, Holy Fervor. So yeah, and actually very surprisingly wave clear based Imperius. There is the Celestial Swiftness and the Impervious. Alright, fantastic. Love to see it. We did have Puncturing Arrow get up to 24 stacks. Alright, so with that being said, we'll go ahead and go into the next game. 1 second while I get it set up so you guys can't see how many games there are, although I think a lot of you already know. Alright, and welcome into game number 2. Obviously, we are skipping the draft because this is a replay cast and I can't see the draft. So, you can't either. That's how it works. We do have coming in from the side of the blue, Phoenix Rising Jade. Figure that out. They are being represented by the Boomer playing Zul'jin, Lompico playing that there Blaze, Dagny on the Deheka, Gazlo being played by Miss Windupbird, and Bashing on the Stook! This very, very interesting, Zul'jin and the Bruiser team. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Whitson playing that there Brightwing. Keladorn on the Wing of Death. We do have Madathi is playing the Cassia. LXT-Rex on the Diablo. And Evolved coming in on the Vala. Very much we're going to have a very, very bulky front line. And then just Cassia and Vala going ham from behind it. See how this works out. The whole question of our team is very, very durable and you can't kill it. Versus we're really good at killing people. I don't know what you're talking about. So with that said, LXT-Rex going very, very far in. We do actually have a miss on the tongue from Dagny. Wow, calm down there. Calm down there, Mr. Mouse. LXT-Rex needs to be a little... I know you want the kill, but go ahead and fall back. Does fall back, but we've got very, very low. Here comes the heal in from the Brightwing. Goes in and steals that away. We do have a actually full 5-man rotation down bottom. Are we having an argument about who the offlaner is? No, it does look like Dehaka did go ahead and burrow up top. Dehaka versus Deathwing. Dragon versus Dinosaur. I do feel like Dragon should win that, but the interesting thing is that dinosaurs are real. It's like historical dragon versus a fantasy dragon. Because they do think the idea of dragons came from the fact that people found dinosaur skeletons and were like, wow, think about what must have caused this. I mean, dragons are real. I just ruined everything. Go ahead and have the camping picked up by Boomer and Bashing. I do love the way that Stukov mounts. LXT-Rex is, I mean, he's screening for the other team, but... Okay, we do have Wits in coming in at the last second in order to help with that. Here comes the rest of the team, as well as the Kajra boys. Spears going in. Lompico? Are you aware that they've got backup? Okay, Lompico does go ahead and turn around and says, you know what, maybe that was not a great engagement. I didn't realize there were Spear boys. I'm making this sound feel even more like a Warhammer game, but I call them Spear Boys. So we're moving back and forth. The battle up north continues. It does look like Dagny's having to get out. Keladorn says, I am master of this lane. Oh, wow, really? Get out? Dagny's the way up, but we actually do have First Blood going to the side of Counterpick Stupid, as we do have Stukov goes down to the Nexus forces. That's actually just how nice the Nexus forces are. They're like, hey, we got a kill, but you know what, Counterpick Stupid, we will allow you to have the experience for the kill we totally got. What's really sad is when you realize that every single map just has Nexus forces battling Nexus forces across all 3 lanes. Like, can't you guys get along? It's not that hard. That is a good question. I demand Spear Girls. Dagny, I hope you have some essence. You have a little bit. They just go ahead and fall back out of that fight because that was definitely not one that they were winning. They're looking for this. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna get it? No, this time they weren't quite trigger happy enough to be able to knock that out. Actually, what am I talking about? Oh, we asked where the Spear Girls are? Right there? Oh my gosh, did I just call Madathi fat? Because I refer to them as Spear Girls instead of just Spear Girl? T-Rex does go ahead and like wander onto a mine. He's trying to get out of there. He gets silenced. A lot of great charge onto that minion in order to get out of there. T-Rex does survive with 175 health. Fantastic play. Although I do have to ask, why is LXT-Rex not playing the Dagny? Or not playing the Dehaka? Alright, we do go ahead and have Zul'jin finishes off the Diablo. Did go back to did Hearth. We are actually They need to focus a little bit more on trying to get this knocked out. Celadon is in the middle of it. Evolved goes in. They're focusing a bit too much on kills, I feel. They are kind of losing this race. But they're all in there, except for the Diablo. Diablo did just now respawn. Danny taking a lot of damage. There is a very big hush puddle moving through. They're up to 39. It does look like the first Immortal, the Punisher, is going to be coming out. Dahaka goes down, but so does Deathwing. Offlaners are down. Offlaners are down. There's another silence onto the LXT Rex. I love how he gets out of it and immediately turns on, like, I have my buttons back, takes a step, and then he doesn't have his buttons again. This feels very mortary. I thought I just said that that was frozen. Can I just... Am I colorblind? I swear that was a blue orb coming out of the top. Alright, we do have the front wall going down, but the Moonwell stays up. That's the critically important thing. Meanwhile, there is a battle between Dagny and... Oh, Dagny actually moved forward a little bit too much and took a lot of free damage from those towers. Hate to see it, but thankfully no free deaths are given away. There is a stun coming out of Celadon. It does look like Wits End and Evolve are moving up here, getting the Shaman camp. Is T-Rex going to meet some friends in the bushes? I love some of T-Rex's play in that, like, he will go in when he really shouldn't, but because he steps forward, Blaze misses the charge. Like, I was like, T-Rex, you have no friends, but then Blaze goes right behind him. I'm like, okay, never mind. Good on you. Good on you. Proud of you. Battle down here continues. No one is actually up with the Gazlowe except for the Shaman camp, which Gazlowe has taken out. This Wind-Up Bird does prevent any damage being done to their wall. T-Rex currently is sitting at 86 souls. Lompico going in. There is a polymorph in order to try and keep them in place. Lompico is down to about a half health. Gazlowe is coming in from the top, looking for some sort of a play. We do have level 10s unlocked for both teams. Taz Dingo, Massive Shove, Bunker Drop, Gravel Bomb, and Adaption. Have to wait for a second as the Gravel Bomb actually comes out in order to secure a kill onto T-Rex. T-Rex did not quite have all of their souls, so will come back a very, very healthy demon. Dragons, demons, dinosaurs, oh my! On the other side, we do have Valkyrie, Apocalypse, Reign of Vengeance, Bellowing Roar, and Blink Heal. And more Spear Boys are coming out. I do love getting yourself in a position where you can actually see the Moonwell and just having the Spear Boys take it out real quick. I don't 100% know how to do it consistently, but I love when it happens. Alright, Celadon is about to lose one of his armor plates. Needs to be careful. Meanwhile, this is going to be a actual Frozen Shrine. Not like that fake and Frozen Shrine I was talking about a second ago. Wits End is for some reason fighting the Gazlowe. I guess because Wits End can teleport. That actually makes sense. Meanwhile, we do have the Shrine is active. LX2X coming in for the side. Does run into Lompico. This is something that I would kind of look at. I obviously don't mean to criticize the teams, but it does seem very, very often T-Rex will end up in a position where, even though he's Diablo and even though he can get out of a lot of situations, he just takes a lot of free damage because the rest of the team is nowhere nearby, like barely on the same screen. Alright, we did have Brightwing teleport in. The bunker is in the middle of the hush puddle. That kind of feels like it could be a bed and breakfast idea. Put the bunker on the hush puddle and then everyone in will have a great night's sleep because no one can make noise. There is the Gravel Bomb. Gravel Bomb actually goes ahead and hits Badathi. T-Rex is in the middle of everything. It does look like the Dahaka's in a little bit in the wrong place. Celadon is moving in from the side. They're looking for this. Lompico has to go ahead and zoop out of there. Boomer also very, very low. Here comes the Deathwing flying across, raining death and destruction upon the battlefield below. Mumco is trying to move in. LCUX is down to about half health. Wits End goes ahead and hearts back for mana. Can probably teleport in, I hope. There's some big old dragon breath coming through. It does look like we have Dagny burrowing back into the fight. LCUX is still not very healthy. But oh no, the teleport did not actually target the Diablo. Celadorn is also going to go down. That is the big chonky front line is down. But the Frozen Punisher is out on the side of Counterpick Stupid. Oh, if that jumps on Boomer, we could have problems. No, ends up actually picking Bashing out. Wants to bash Bashing. Next is going to Douse. If you got that joke, I am like, you're my favorite person in the world. Oh, great job. Moves on the Stukov, says, I'm tired of your hush puddle. How about you never speak again? And just slams him into both the window and the wall. I'm not finishing that lyric. Do not ask. We do have the Moonwell go down. Meanwhile, up top, Dagny's trying to get this down. Is being stunned. Needs to be careful. The fort is almost dead, but is also just about to be targeting Dagny directly. And is doing so now. Oh my god, this fort has 1 health! Guys, this fort has 1 health! And Dagny wants it? I do not blame them, that would be mortifying. Oh, just barely missed that. And there's a great Gravel. Gravel catches 4 people. This could be like the play of the everything. Would you go ahead and have the Valkyrie coming out? Madathi is getting a very pickled apart. Pickled is a word, by the way, if you did not know. There goes ahead and a big old blast into Vala. That is a 4-man almost team wipe. Deathwing is the sole survivor. The sole survivor. It does look like we have a rotation going up towards the top lane right now, trying to deal with the pesky dragon. Unlike Hearthing, Deathwing actually takes off. That is legitimately the lowest health I've ever seen. Prior to that was 9. I'd seen a fort with 9 health. Oh, Celadorn just barely misses with that fear. That's unfortunate. That could have really been a playmaker. We do have a 2-level lead coming out of Phoenix Rising Jade right now. They are moving down to the bottom lane. I don't know what they think they're doing down here. There is no camp to take. Poor Dagny. Dagny's like, no, I want to live! Ends up actually using their essence to try and survive. I kind of feel like that may have been a misclick because there was no way you're getting out of that alive, Dagny. I'm sorry. So they end up, like, donating both their life and their essence to the cause of a comeback for Can't Counterpick Stupid. Meanwhile, down below, we do have a fight between a goblin. Actually, Gazlowe does do very... Did Gazlowe take... Did go ahead and take Hyper-Focus Coils. That means every time he hits with a bomb or a blast, he's doing an extra 2% of Deathwing's total health. That adds the up. Meanwhile, it does look like we're going to go ahead and not let this one stand at 1 health. The Shrine is active. This will be an Arcane Punisher. Alright. And with that done, we do have more Spear Boys. You go, Spear Boys. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. Did you pack your lunches? Oh, I never seen their little, like, roar. Oh, I never saw this roar either. That's unfortunate. Okay, Okay, I should probably pay attention to the actual game. I'm sorry, guys. We do go and have Evolve, goes ahead and catches a Blaze charge to the butt. And speaking of to the butt, there goes ahead a big old gravel bomb, catches 3 of them in it. There is a disengage Apocalypse, but it will not do anything. We have another Blaze charge going in. We do Evolve going in. We have Diablo going in. All the red heroes go down. And Brightwing. That was an amazing grapple, and I do have to say, good attempt with the Apocalypse to try and like get them to back off. But Phoenix Rising Jade saw that coming, and we're like, no, we're going to sidestep. We're not going to backstep because we still want these kills, and they got them. Does look like they see blood in the water. Now, do they have enough time to end here? I'm not positive. It's going to be close. It does look like they say no. We're only about 10 seconds away. Everyone back up. Everyone back up. They do move back and start taking this one. They are up to about 15. The rest of the enemy team is back on the field, but level 20s are picked up on the side of Phoenix Rising Jade. They are going to go ahead and grab Anomaly Resistance. Push comes to shove. Bomb Toss, Essence Claws, and Burn Notice. And it does look like because they don't have level 20s, CCS is not going to try and contest this. They do have a wide open lane for the Arcane Punisher to just waltz down, but they need this experience. They do go ahead and catch a Dagny a little bit out, but no, surprisingly, they don't go for the kill. They say, we want pressure, we don't want death. Dahaka is a little bit too slippery. Dahaka is trying to prevent backs, but will not really be able to. 2 of them are backing. Here comes everyone else. Deathwing the only one who is not yet here, and it's probably taking off right now. Deathwing is taking flight. Here comes the blast from the side. There is the great stun. Can they get that for Unkillable? No, we do have Unkillable coming out. Nice use of stuns in order to try and reduce the amount of Unkillable, but Boomer goes and heals off of it. We do have a kill onto the red duo once again. Diablo and Jaina, or Diablo and Vala going out. Kelladorn is going to be a dead dragon. Only Wit's End is still up, as well as the Cassia. I love how I said only Wit's End is still up, as well as someone else who is still up. But you know what? Don't judge. Don't judge. We do have a GG call by Alex T-Rex, and game number 2, like game number 1, goes to the side of Phoenix Rising Jade. Congratulations. Normally, this is where I would pay out for people that bet, but obviously I don't take bets on replay cast. That would just be enormously open for people to cheat. But that was fun. I'm glad I got to jump back in and do it. I'm sorry it was only 2 games. I was kind of hoping for 3, but I'm also glad that my guinea pig testing worked, and I'm actually good to go for tonight. Hooray! So, I'm actually having another cast in about 40 minutes. I will see you then, or maybe I won't. It depends if you're here. Oh, actually, let me go over the stats. Almost forgot. I was almost terrible. In the terms of healing, a very even game healing-wise. We do go ahead and have Stukov and Brightwing, Bashing and Wit's End coming in within 1,500 healing of each other. Bashing does win it, but... well... We do also go ahead and have the... 49,000 damage from Zul'jin leading the charts, followed by Vala and Cassia, 40,000 and 36,000 respectively. And we do go ahead and have Deathwing leading the offlane race, being followed up by Dagny, who kind of did wander the map quite a while. Oh, thank you, Huckett. I appreciate it. Tonight's match is going to be... Actually, I have 2 of them. Liz Queen did 3 matches yesterday, and I'm like, well, I can't be stood up. We have the first one tonight is actually going to be Micro Machines versus Souls and Slowbo. And then at 11 o'clock Eastern, I do have Minion Miners versus Small Patats. I know it's potatoes. I like saying patats. Fight me. Looking at the, we have Miss Whiney. I don't use Rocket Boots, but I see a lot of people that use it, and it looks very good if you're going to go for hit them till they die build. Here's my Death Laser, take an additional 2%. That's the one I take. Master Blaster. Alright. This kind of feels like the F-Up Sonya build. I see B-Med use it all the time. You go ahead and overcharge for the extra spell power. And And then the arc reactor. Fantabulous. All right. With that being said, any other of my heroes in here? I don't really play Deathwing, don't really play Dahaka. So that's all I can talk about, like, intelligently. So I will see you in a bit when I come back on. And have an awesome one. Melby? Yes?